What's going on YouTube? My name's Alex, this is Ask the Cheese Gaming. Welcome back to another video game collection showcase. In this week's episode, I'm going to go over my Xbox One. I got 35 games for the Xbox One, so I'm going to try to get through this a little briskly, so that way you're not here all day. First off, we'll go through the controllers. I got my original Xbox One controller that I got when I bought the console. And then last year, I think actually for Christmas, as a Christmas present, my buddy bought me this Power A red one that I really like. I just like the look of this one. It also lights up when you put the headset in here. So I still have the box for this one. But I was having troubles with my original one when a couple of the buttons were sticking. So as a gift to me when we were out about collecting games over the summer, he bought me this one, which is the one I use pretty regularly. And also this lights up as well. So plays pretty well. Don't have any issues. I don't need a super fancy or expensive controller, just one that's nice that I could play all my games on the Xbox One with. My Xbox One's the one that's probably hooked up the most, so I can watch YouTube or cartoons or play games with people online or whatever I'm playing. Also, a bunch of games are backwards compatible, so enough babbling, let's go. First game, online multiplayer game we got here, which is I believe a third-person shooter called Agents of Mayhem. I've been meaning to get back to this one to play it again. I saw it, I think this was actually on a Metal Jesus list, maybe? I don't know. It looked interesting, so I picked it up. Next one. Another game that I researched a while ago that looked pretty interesting, Battleborn. Don't know a whole lot about this one. No manual in there, but that's okay. I don't know, looked pretty interesting. Another collaborative first-person shooter game, so I was like, hey, why not? We'll give it a shot. Same thing, still got to give that one a try. I don't have the manual or the case for this one, but I do have BioShock the Collector's Edition. Definitely highly recommend this game if you have a PlayStation 4 or Switch or an Xbox One. Highly recommend you get this one. Both of their first two BioShocks are really good. Let's just continue right along. I'm a big Darksiders fan, so I have a couple Darksiders games here. I have this one, Darksiders Genesis, which is a prequel to the first Darksiders, and it's more of a dungeon crawler. So I started this one, enjoyed it so far, but I haven't spent enough time in it again. Speaking of Darksiders, one of my favorite Darksiders games, had to get this one, the War Mastered Collection. This is the first Darksiders with more updated graphics. Unfortunately, I'm missing a lot of manuals for these games. I just noticed that now as I'm going through this collection. Oh well. Yeah. Xbox One was never a big collection, just kind of slowly added games over time that look interesting or try to, if I find them for a good sale, I may pick up a couple here and there, so if I say, hey, why not? So, shout out to Lyndon, Old School Games and Stories, and the Game Shark. He sent me a couple. I got DCL, which is a Drone Championship League racing game. I think you can use actual drones in this one. I'm not totally sure, but it's still sealed. So I was like, you know what? I want to keep it that way. I like kind of having a sealed Xbox One game. So we're keeping it that way. A game that if anyone's been to GameStop, you've probably seen this one 100 times. Destiny 2. The game that will grind and grind and grind will take your life away with all of its DLC. First person shooter made by the same people who made Halo. So well worth checking out. Speaking of Lyndon, I believe he was the one that sent me this in a trade. Or maybe it was someone else. If it was someone else, I'm sorry. Dishonored, also sealed. I might eventually crack this one open. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. I haven't decided. But I've heard great things about the series. This is, more of a action-adventure game. Third person where you as it says, you get to become an assassin with superpowers. Made by Bethesda, so it's pretty good. Game that I probably spend the most time on for Xbox One that I'm constantly grinding in. Same thing, I don't have the case, but I was able to get this for $5 at local area retro game store, which is Diablo, just the base disc. So hey, I'm happy for that. I was like, shoot, Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition for $5. Sign me up. Happy to have it. Like I said, not going to try to spend too much time. We're just going to continue right along. This game needs no introduction. Y'all know this series. Come on now. Doom. I don't have the second one. This is the one from 2016. I mean, do I need to say more about this game? We'll continue right along. Series for RPGs that I highly recommend because I absolutely love this. The first one, Dragon Age Origins. Inquisition's also a lot of fun, but I think Origins is just absolutely amazing. Fantastic game. Highly recommend you play it. BioWare just knocked it out of the park with this series, so no complaints there. Highly, highly recommend this one if y'all are interested in a good RPG for modern systems. Picked this game up from GameStop a while back for $1. So I was like, hey, why not? I don't even know if it's any good. I just saw it sitting there for $1, so I'm like, you know what? We're gonna try it. Why not grab $1 from the GameStop for $1? What the hey? Haven't even tried it, know nothing about it. Let's continue on. Same with this one. In fact, I think I picked up both of these at the same time. Again, I know nothing about them. If you know, comment below. Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel and Morrowind Edition. Let me know. Game that was on my list for a while that I eventually need to sit down and play. Maybe I'll fire this up this winter. Final Fantasy, what is that? 15, Day 1 Edition. I'm not totally sure what that means. Looks like this is complete. So, one I definitely need to sit down, spend some time with. But saw some gameplay of it, looked pretty cool. And for the price, I said, hey, why not? Let's try it. Alright, hold on. Let me organize these a little bit nicer here. Another favorite franchise of mine. I just recently featured this one because it was one of the games my buddy resurfaced for me. I was happy to have that. Really enjoyed playing this one online a lot. Had a lot of fun with that. Might need to get back around to that soon. This one disappointed me a little bit. I didn't particularly care for the story when I went down to southern Ohio. In the Cincinnati area, went game hunting around that area with my buddy a couple years ago. I ended up grabbing this then. I thought $12 at the time was a pretty good deal, so I don't know. I beat the story, didn't really particularly care for it, and haven't really tried the online multiplayer that much. Just hasn't quite piqued my interest. For online multiplayer games, I prefer Splitgate. This was a game I tried and was kind of disappointed by. But, I don't know, some people might really like this game. It's like all turn-based strategy. It was a little off-putting when I tried it. I was like, huh? Looks really cool, plays well. It was a little off-putting for me. Another game Lyndon sent me when he gave me a surprise gift. Geometry Wars Dimensions Evolved 3. Made by Sierra. Puzzle game, I believe. I know next to nothing about it beyond that. So if y'all know anything about it, comment below. I'm trying to get through these pretty quickly, not too much about each game. Halo Wars. This game is so much fun. Thoroughly enjoy this real-time strategy game. Thoroughly enjoy it. Had a lot of fun with the first one. Really like the second one too. Definitely want to sit down and play this one again. When I first got my Xbox One, I was starting to get games. Mrs. Ice the Cheese actually wanted to buy a game, so this was the one she bought. Then she ended up buying it for the PlayStation 4 as well. I'm not sure she ever beat this game, but oh well. Maybe one of these days I should too. I don't know. I wonder if the kids will like this game, now that I think about it. Decisions. Maybe a good Christmas game to fire up. You know what? We're going to set that off over there. We're going to install that and see if the kids might like that. So, we're about halfway through. Don't worry. Next one. Mass Effect Andromeda Collection. I believe this is just the first one, but remade. With all the DLC and everything. So, awesome series. Highly recommend the Mass Effect series if you have them for either the Xbox 360 or Xbox One systems. I know all the retro gamer fans out there are gonna love this one. Mega Man Legacy 2 Collection. This has a couple of this says Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and X, I believe, is on here. So, all you retro gaming fans out there. There they are. Yep. Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10. Maybe I should feature some gameplay for y'all and see how I do. I may end up failing epically, but hey, who knows. I'm an avid Mortal Kombat fan, so you knew that I had to have the Mortal Kombat games for the Xbox One, so I got 2 of them here. Got Mortal Kombat X. Got the manual right there, or lack thereof. Got all the DLC on there as well. Really enjoy this one. I enjoy this one far more than I enjoy this. This game cost me far too much money because I bought it day one with a special metal case on this, and the poster, and all the DLC, and yeah, boy, what a mistake that was. I will learn my lesson. I regret doing that. Still got my receipt in there. So yeah, that's all in there. But yeah, never doing that again. Boy, did I learn. Oh well. You live and you learn, right? Set that there. Let's continue on. Game I found for pretty cheap. That so far the little bit that I've spent with it was pretty fun. Pillars of Eternity. Shout out to the Poor Man's Retro Game Room. I think he might enjoy this one. This seems like an RPG he would like and enjoy. Also got my receipt for that one in there as well. So, hey, all you retro gaming fans, another one you're gonna love. Rare Replay. Yeah, buddy. You knew I had to have it. If you have an Xbox One, get this game. Can't recommend it high enough. It's probably one of the best games that I have for the Xbox One. A series game that I found for really cheap, and I actually found was pretty enjoyable. This is a third-person shooter RPG called Recore. It's got pretty good physics and mechanics, and there's a lot of grinding and stuff. I don't know. Some people say it's not that good. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I haven't beat it yet, but I definitely want to. That's one I may start streaming again soon. I got this one. I forget where Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition, who gave this one to me. Forgive me, I don't even remember. But I mean, come on now. Surely you've heard of Red Dead Redemption. Great series, made by Rockstar Studios. Can't go wrong with this one. Got the map in there and everything. And the bubble wrap from, as it was a gift to me. Now, you know I gotta have at least one racing game in here, right? At least? Here we go. Extreme G, eat your heart out. Anyone that likes F-Zero or those franchises? Go to bed. Sorry, my kid just came downstairs. Let's finish this up real quick. Here, we're just gonna show off the last floor real fast. I'll be right there. I'm being bombed by the kid who's stomping around awake late as I try to record this. Shadows of Mordor, fantastic action adventure game. Highly recommend this one. Forgive me, I gotta speed this up a little bit. Apparently my kid's awake again as I try to record this. Sign Mora, I think Dad Racer gave this to me? I don't know, looks really cool. I was planning on trying to get it for the PlayStation 4, but ended up getting it for the Xbox One instead, so I don't know much about it. I do mean to eventually get around to play this. My favorite fighting game on the Xbox One, Soul Calibur 6. I enjoyed this game so much. I originally got it on the PlayStation 4, and then I liked it so much I had to buy it for the Xbox One as well. Another game Mrs. Ask the Cheese Gaming wanted to get, Spyro. This is also hers. And then same thing, she ended up getting the digital download of Spyro for PlayStation 4. That's okay. Titanfall, online shooter. A lot of fun, huge mechs. If you enjoy Halo type games, you'd enjoy that. And last but not least, a sealed copy of Wreckfest, another racing game. So that's all the games, everybody. If you had any games that stand out to you, comment below. Here they all are. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of these styles of videos, comment below. Thanks for watching, and until next time.